Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So just going to talk a little bit more about promoted listings and process some sales. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit, and I take you along the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos. So how's the lighting looking in here now? So in addition to that light, I also put one up here. That makes the photographing a lot better. These things I don't even need to use for the most part anymore. So going to process a bunch of sales. Had 7 sales to do, in one day here, so that's pretty good. Big surge. Now out of those sales, I got some statistics here. Out of 7 sales, 4 of them were promoted. So I got into a conversation my last video with a viewer. I apologize, I can't remember your name off the top of my head right now. It's in the comment section of my last video, talking about promoted listings, ad blocker, that people aren't convinced whether it's a solid product to use as far using the promoted listings, paying for it. My argument on it only is that you only pay if it sells. I'm making more promoted listing sales than non-promoted, so if there is listings getting blocked, it's not really, doesn't seem to be affecting me, because you know, it's obviously not affecting it a whole lot if I'm getting the majority of my sales are promoted. So it doesn't seem like those are getting blocked. I certainly understand the argument and the concern. I mean, I don't necessarily agree that people are holding back and not using promoted listings. I think a lot of people are using promoted listings, and I've seen no proof that they're not working any differently than they were prior to a few weeks ago, before people were basically made aware of the ad blocker situation. Because just because people weren't aware of it doesn't mean it was not a problem prior to that, the whole discovery of this ad blocker situation. Ad blocker's been around for a long time, and so this whatever small percentage of the ads that were being blocked have been being blocked ever since promoted listings rolled out. So nobody had any issues with promoted listings as far as I knew back whenever it had, you know, been running prior to this discovery. Again, I would rather there not be promoted listings at all and just not have to pay any extra fees at all, and it just be that whatever time order playing field, best search match, get your titles and item description right and item specifics. But it seems that now we're in a playing field where you can pay to play a little bit, so I'm gonna do it, especially whenever every day it seems like I make more sales promoted than I do non-promoted. Speaking of item specifics, I saw a video from the Rise and Grind Picker that was talking about eBay starting on the 8th, I think, of October. eBay is gonna suppress listings when it comes to clothing. It was specifically clothing on eBay. If they don't meet certain best item specific requirements, like he said you had to have like 13 or 14 item specifics filled out on a clothing item, or if you did not, basically your listing is not going to be seen. I missed it. I didn't see that policy laid out anywhere. If anybody knows, I'd be interested to know where that information comes from. If that's the case, you're going to have to be a little bit more careful whenever you're doing your eBay clothing listings. You're going to have to put a lot more detail into it. Yay, I mean, for me, I'm like, that already adds insult to injury, because I think selling clothing is one of the more tedious tasks you can do on eBay or any other selling platform, just because there's already a lot of work involved selling clothes on eBay to begin with. Not to say that there's not work involved with other items, but I just think, generally speaking, for even some of the most simplest clothes items, you're gonna take measurements and do a few other things that you just otherwise normally don't have to do whenever you're selling hard goods. So yeah, leave me a comment if you know anything about that policy rollout. They said, I think he said October 8th, but it was maybe I should comment into the Rise and Grind Picker and ask him. So yeah, once again, let me process these 7 sales, 4 of them being promoted listing sales, 3 of them sold without the promotion. First one is this trading card. I don't know how the camera picks this thing up, if it picks up some of the holographic features of it. We'll see. I'm just gonna try. This is a Tatsunoko versus Capcom, I think that's how you pronounce it, trading card that I actually found coincidentally in I think it was one of the video games that I recently bought. It just happened to be in there. didn't belong with the video game, but this trading card is actually a little bit collectible. It ended up selling with a best offer. It sold for a total price of $9.22, so not bad for one little card. All right, my Nerf rough cut 2x4 lot sold. So I remember I had lotted the rough cut with two little blasters, and that sold for $26.32. All right, next we got that Miro French omelet or fluffy omelet omelet pan. It's kind of an interesting one. Paid a few bucks for that one. This one sold for $22.22. Let's get it out the door. Next we got a remote. It's a Canon WL-D79. I think this is for a camcorder. This one sold for $5.99. Sold my extra copy of Contra. For original Nintendo games, I always open and clean them and polish the contacts and everything. I always disclose that as well. Hopefully that gets me a few extra bucks, but probably not. Anyways, with shipping total, this sold for $23.22. I remember a time, man, it was probably 2015, a few years back, whenever retro original Nintendo collecting was pretty much at its peak. A copy of Contra like this would sell very quickly for 40 bucks. So the prices definitely went down. All right, I sold these Nike Air Jordan 2 3s, all black Jordan basketball shoes. These got these at Goodwill auction for, I think, the opening bid of $8.95, I think it was. These sold finally. It didn't take too long, but these sold for $75.33. That was a pretty good one. All right, finally sold for the original Xbox, that Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. That one sold for $19.73. Well, thanks for joining me in the dungeon today for talking about promoted listings, other things, and processing some items. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let's have a good one.